Looks like the end of the world outside, probably because it's coming soon. But I wanted to talk to you guys about thread locking, Loctite, and all that kind of stuff. So this is the NRB Nemesis. It's a really nice trainer. It's got no player tap because I just tune oiled and Loctited it, and it's been 24 hours. And I wanted to talk about the two kinds of Loctites that should and shouldn't be used with Balisongs, and for what kind of use case you guys have or want. So generally I recommend blue 242 Loctite for Balisongs, because it is kind of like a medium hold on the threads on the screws. So basically when you put blue in there, it should protect against, like, you know, most drops and stuff like that from loosening up your pivots and whatnot. But eventually your knife will become out of tune, because as you flip it, you know, the process does wear away at your knife over time anyway. But the thing is, people use blue because since it has that medium hold, it actually is kind of easier than other thread lockers to get the screw out of the pivot again. So for example, if I Loctited this with blue, then if I ever wanted to retune this or adjust the pivots or Zen pins, then I could just probably break the seal with a tool, and the screw would most likely come out. Now, what I did Loctite this with is the more lazier approach, which I do not recommend, because if you care about tuning and you know, keeping your knives tuned, and you care about tap and play, then I do not recommend this. But I Loctited mine with the second one that I would recommend to people who are lazy and don't care about player tap, and that is 271 red. So that's red 271 Loctite. And those are the only two that I would recommend, is blue 242, which is the generic one that I highly recommend, and there is a red 271 from Loctite, and that is their strongest hold for these small screws. Pretty much these pivots are not coming out no matter what now, pretty much. After this cured and set, or after the set and cured, it's pretty much a tank now. Will the knife become you know, loose over time, or will it become out of tune? Yes. Do I care? No. And so that's why I did it. It's just because I don't want to have to worry about you know, retuning this in the future. I just don't want the threads or screws to ever come loose or out. So I Loctite it with the strongest one. But just so everybody knows, when you Loctite something with the blue, let's say you're using your knife for a while, your pivots most likely will probably break the hold on its own over time. But with the red, that should not happen. It should create one of the strongest bonds with metals, so that just doesn't happen. But anyway, I don't recommend that unless you really are lazy and don't really care about the Balisong you're putting it on. I really do care about this Balisong, but I'm actually just more lazy than I do care. So anyway, this has been a little video on Loctite and thread locker for everyone to kind of understand it. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.